Okay, so let's try example number 6, which is the integral of secant squared x dx over 4 minus tangent squared x quantity raised to 3 over 2. So, sulat muna natin yung example natin. So, this is example number 6. Sorry. This is example number 6. Then, the integral of secant squared x dx over 4 minus tangent squared x quantity raised to 3 over 2. So, the first thing we should do is to rewrite this one. Okay? So, mag-let m tayo para hindi masyadong complicated. So, let m be equal to, you can try any variable except x and u and a. Okay? So, let m be equal to tangent squared x. So your dm, the derivative of m, will be secant squared x dx. Okay? So from there, pwede nating i-write to. So si secant squared x dx is your dm. So this is dm all over 4 minus m squared quantity raised to 3 over 2. So looking at our new expression, mas mas simple na siya kesa sa nauna. So, from here, it takes the form again, a squared minus u squared. So, yung a natin will be equal to 2. And then, yung u natin will be equal to m. Therefore, we substitute u with a sine theta. And given the value of u, which is m, so si m natin will be equal to 2 sine theta. So, ito ngayon yung substitute natin dito sa mga m natin sa naunang expression. And then, our dm will be dm will be equal to 2 cosine theta d theta. So, this will be equal to the integral of dm natin is 2 cosine theta d theta all over our 4 minus m squared. M is equal to 2 sine theta. Okay, 2 sine theta and then squared. Tapos, quantity raised to 3 over 2. So, simplify natin. This will be equal to 2 cosine theta d theta all over 4 minus 4 sine squared theta quantity raised to 3 over 2. And then, this will be equal to 2 cosine theta d theta all over, factor out natin si 4. This will be equal to 1 minus sine squared theta quantity raised to 3 over 2. So, si 1 minus sine squared theta natin is equal to cosine squared theta from Pythagorean relations pa rin. So, this will be equal to 2 cosine theta d theta all over 4. 1 minus sine squared theta is cosine squared theta quantity raised to 3 over 2. Now, simplifying further, we have 2 cosine theta d theta all over 4 raised to 3 over 2. That is equal to 8. So, this will be 8. And then, cosine squared theta raised to 3 over 2. So, this will cancel. Magiging cosine cube theta. So, yung cosine theta dito sa numerator natin will be cancelled. Tapos, sa denominator natin, cosine squared theta na lang. And this one will be reduced to lowest term. So, this will be equal to 1 over 4 cosine squared theta d theta. So, from there, we can isolate si constant. So, magiging 1 over 4. The integral of 1 over cosine squared theta d theta. Okay, so this is another identity. So, let's continue dito. So, this is another identity which is equal to secant squared theta. So this will be equal to 1/4 times the integral of secant squared theta d theta. So what is the integral of secant squared theta d theta? That is equal to tangent theta. So this will be equal to 1/4 tangent theta plus c. Now, what is tangent theta? So balik ulit tayo sa right triangle natin. So dito yung angle natin. Given tayo ng this one, ayan, 2 sine theta. So our m is equal to 2 sine theta. And if we are going to find the value of sine theta, this will be equal to m over 2. So yung m natin is the opposite, yes, the opposite. So this will be m and 2 is the hypotenuse. Therefore, our adjacent will be 2 squared, so 4. This will be equal to square root of 4 minus m squared. And now, what is tangent theta? This will be equal to opposite over adjacent, that is 4 minus m squared. So, yun yung ipapalit natin dito. So, this will be equal to 1/4 times m over the square root of 4 minus m squared plus c. So, this is tangent theta. However, we are looking for answers with the x variable. So, in terms of x, dapat yung final answer natin. So, ano ba yung value ng m? That is tangent squared x. So, yun yung isa-substitute natin dito to get our final answer. So, our final answer would be 1/4 times tangent squared x over the square root of 4 minus tangent squared x quantity squared and then plus c. So, simplifying further, we have 1/4 times tangent squared x all over the square root of 4 minus tangent raised to 4x and then plus c. So this is our final answer for example number 6. Okay, so now let's try example number 7, our last example for trigonometric substitution. So the integral of dx over x times the square root of x squared minus 9. Okay, so number 7, the integral of dx over x times the square root of x squared minus 9. So our integrand takes the form of u squared minus 9. So kapag u squared minus 9, u natin will be equal to x and then our a is equal to 3. Therefore, u is equal to, since u squared minus 9 ito, our u will be equal to a secant theta. Now, given the value of u equal to x and 3 equal to a, this will be equal to 3 secant theta. And then your dx will now be equal to, what is the derivative of secant theta? That is equal to 3 secant theta tangent theta d theta. So, substitute na natin dito. This will be equal to 3 secant theta tangent theta d theta over what is x, that is 3 secant theta times the square root of x ulit, that is 3 secant theta quantity squared minus 9. So, ayan. Mag-simplify na tayo. So, this will be equal to 3 copy natin yung numerator, d theta all over 3 secant theta times this one. This is squared, so this will be equal to 9 secant squared theta minus 9. Yan. So, we can factor out si 9 to simplify our expression. So, this will be equal to, kopyahin ulit natin yung denominator natin, tangent theta d theta all over 3 secant theta times, labas natin si 9, and then we will be left with secant squared theta minus 1. Okay, so this is another identity sa Pythagorean relations pa rin. So, cancel na natin si 3 para hindi mahirap magsulat. And of course, si secant theta. Pwede na natin siyang i-cancel. Okay, cancel na natin siya. So, secant squared theta minus 1 is equal to tangent squared theta. So, nasa Pythagorean relations pa rin siya. So, this will be equal to tangent theta d theta over the square root of 9 tangent squared theta. So, these are perfect squares, so pwede nating ma-eradicate yung radical sign. So, this will be equal to tangent d theta over what is the square root of 9? So, square root of 9 natin is 3. And then, square root of tangent squared theta is tangent theta. So, we can cancel this one. So, we will be left with 1 over 3 d theta. And since this is constant, pwede natin siyang ilabas. And the integral of d theta. So, the integral of d theta is equal to theta. So, now, ang gagawin na lang natin is to replace theta with a value na in terms of x. So, balik ulit tayo sa triangle natin, sa right triangle natin. Given tayo ng 3 secant theta. So, our x is equal to 3 secant theta. And then, finding the value of secant theta, that will be equal to x over 3. And we are just finding the value of our theta. So, pwede nating gawin yung arc secant x over 3 para makuha natin yung value ng theta. Hindi na pala natin kailangan mag-Pythagorean theorem dito. So, replacing or substituting the theta here, our final answer will be 1/3 arc secant x over 3. So, this is our final answer for example number 7. So, that ends our discussion in trigonometric substitution in the techniques of integration.